You did a stand-up special and say you were talking about blacks making millions then and asked if there's still racism in America.
Mm-hmm.
And can you believe that video in 1990, we're talking about 35 years ago, is still viral today?
Well, it's never going to change.
But you do realize people think once a black person get millions, hundreds of millions, that racism has dissipated. Well, Damon, if you made $100 million, you worth $200 million, how's there racism?
Right. Well, what happens is the more money you make, the less black people you see. Right? Money brings you into a new category. You move to a different house in a different neighborhood, and you get different friends, your money, people that come around you to help you make the money and maintain your money and make more money. The complexion changes, you know what I mean?
I like
That's what I love about like LeBron. You know, he's got his home.
He got Mav and he got Randy and he got Rich.
Yeah, yeah.
So he kept that group.
Yes.
Around him.
Yeah.
But unless you have that group, because like you say, the higher you climb, the less you're going to see, and you're like, okay, well, they don't treat me that way, so it's gone.
And it's divide and conquer. You know, at a certain point, they sit you down. Beyonce's father. All right, we got her from here. The Jacksons. All right, Joe.
We got it.
We got her from here. You sit back and go, what? Venus and Serena. We got them.
Mm-hmm.
But and if you want them to be successful, you have to kind of let it happen, and then they hit new heights. But you become a liability. You know what I mean? As the parent, well, where were you those nights in the rain when we were hitting balls?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let me ask you this: when you're on top of the world, and you still are. I mean, you live a great, like you said, you live a great life. You don't have you're not overly concerned about money. You have a family. You can still feed your family. You got grandkids. But when you're at that apex in the 90s, what was that like?
It was a pain in the ass.
Really?
Yeah. Like being famous is like being a beautiful woman on a period.
Okay, you'd explain.
Nobody know the cramps and stuff that you
What's going
feel.
on?
Yeah, they see the external beauty and they think you should be happy, and it's like, I'm bleeding.
Right.
Okay, you want to know? I'm bleeding.
So what was? We see this external. We see Damon, and then everything's like, man, major pain and more money and yada and yada.